So first off, thank you very much for downloading our checklist to get you ranking in the top three on Google Maps. Now, the checklist doesn't cover everything. There are probably hundreds of things you can do to incrementally improve your position on Google Maps. What the checklist has is the top 10 things that we found to have about 80% of the impact. So the first place I'm going to start actually is at the bottom of the checklist. So you'll notice that I had a link to GMB Everywhere. It's a really, really useful tool. It's a Google Chrome plugin. When you install it, and I highly recommend you install it, it will show up here on your Google Chrome. And basically what it does, so if we just put in, it'll open up Google Maps. And if we put in Pizza Maidenhead, because that's where we are, what you'll see is you'll get all of your regular map results as if you're searching in Google Maps as a regular customer. But what you'll also get here are these GMB, the categories that people are in. And you'll see here, so Pizza Hut, they've sponsored, so they're coming up first. Their primary category is a pizza restaurant and their secondary category is a restaurant. So it's a really useful tool to know if you've got your categories in Google Business Profile set up correctly, because the first step on our top 10 checklist is to get the right primary category for your Google Business Profile. So if you are an Italian restaurant, rather than being a restaurant, you want to be an Italian restaurant. If you are like Need, who is our client, who is a pizzeria, their previous Google Business Profile category was restaurant, which meant that they were competing against all of the other restaurants in town and not showing up well because they specialize in pizza. They're a pizzeria. So one of the first things that we did to get them into the top three was to change their primary category from restaurant to pizza restaurant. And I'll skip to, it's kind of lower on the list, but it's still in the top 10. So not just your primary category, so the primary category being pizza restaurant, you can also add secondary categories to your business. And this, again, GMB Everywhere is a great tool for checking what categories your competitors are listed against. Are they listed against any categories at all? Because oftentimes what you will find is, look, even some of the biggest companies in the UK, they don't have many secondary categories listing. And so it means that Google's not going to be ranking them highly on specific things that they could be ranking them for. So in your Google Business Profile, when you go to edit it, you'll see your business category, which will be your primary category, which is the one with the star here. Update that to the keywords that you want to be found for. And then underneath, there'll be a little blue cross that says add category. And so you can add up to 9 categories. And again, have a look at your competitors, have a look what other people in town are, and you can search through them. So for instance, one of Need's secondary categories is family restaurant, which means that if someone is searching for family friendly restaurants in Maidenhead, Google knows to rank Need highly for that because we've told people that we are a family restaurant. And so it's a really quick win, a really easy win to feed Google with information that's going to show you up for searches that matter. The second tip on the list is to have an accurate Google Business Profile title. So this is your title here. So Need Neapolitan Pizza, Maidenhead. So you want your title to accurately reflect your business in the real world. Ideally, what it will do is it will have a keyword in the title that matches the category that you selected. So Google really likes the fact for Need that it is a pizza restaurant and we have pizza written in the title. It also helps that we have Maidenhead in the title. So if you can do that, if you're an Italian restaurant and you're called Lorenzo's, calling yourself on Google Lorenzo's Italian Restaurant and having your primary Google Business Profile category as Italian restaurant, Google really, really likes that. And it's going to do more than most things. I would say second to reviews, that is the most important thing that you can do. There is a caveat here. You can't just go stuffing keywords into your business profile title. So be really careful with changing the name of your business on Google. It has to accurately reflect the name of your business in the real world, or Google will suspend your account. It will kick you off, and it's a real issue getting it back. And obviously, we're trying to get you into the top 3 of Google results here. We don't want you getting kicked off Google and have you not showing up at all. So be super careful if you're thinking about changing anything in your Google Business Profile title. It has to reflect the name of your business in the real world. So as I said there, probably the biggest thing that you can have on your Google Business Profile to get you into that top 3 is obviously a high star rating. So you want to be 4.5 and above. Ideally around 4.7, 4.8 is really the sweet spot. Not just your star rating. You want to have a consistent flow of reviews over time. So it would be great for you to boost your business and get 50 reviews tomorrow. But what Google actually does is it doesn't rank that as highly as if you got three reviews a day consistently over 20 days, 30 days, because what Google can tell from that is people are consistently going to your business, they're consistently enjoying your services, and they're consistently rating it highly. And that really bumps you up the Google rankings. There's a really cool tool here in GMB Everywhere where you can click here on this review audit. So either your business or a competitor's business. And what it will give you is it'll give you a nice graph here where it'll show you your months along the bottom and then your total number of reviews. So you can see Need is a really good example here where they used to run pizza vans. So their flow of reviews was really slow over time because they didn't have that many people reviewing them. They opened their pizzeria at the start of last year and reviews have been consistently increasing and on a really, really steep upward trend for a year. So this is something that Google really, really likes to see. You're getting consistent reviews, you're getting consistently high reviews. So there are things that you can do here, right? It's not going to happen tomorrow. This is about consistent reviews over time. You need to be asking your customers for reviews. And it's not just begging and pleading with them. If you're a local independent business and people are coming back to buy from you, they love something about you and they want to see you succeed. So it's as simple as saying to them, hey, we're trying to get to the number one spot on Google. Reviews play a big part in that. Can you give us a hand and leave us a positive review? 9 times out of 10, people are going to leave that review. And you can do other things. So for one of our other clients, we've developed this QR code that goes on the tables, which really just takes away any barriers. People saying, oh, I don't know how to use technology or I don't have the time. Well, everyone has a camera on their phone. They can take a picture of a QR code and they can get sent directly to leave a review on your profile. So there really is no excuse, but it is something that you have to actively drive. And I promise this is going to make a massive difference to how much you appear on Google Map results. And then the final tip I'll talk about in the video is really on your Google business profile itself. So if I take a look here at needs, number one is making sure that you're verified so that you have this blue tick. If you don't have the blue tick, don't worry. There's a link in the document to the steps that you need to follow to get verified. And then the easiest thing that you can do that Google really likes and the simplest thing that you can do straight after watching this video is go into your Google business profile, click on edit profile and fill in every single section that Google asks you to fill in. You will have a status bar here, which shows you how much information you filled in. And what you want to do is get this to this green bar. That means everything that Google's asked you for, you've given it the information. And again, it really likes it. It wouldn't be asking for the information if it didn't want it and if it didn't want to use it. We know that if your profile is fully up to date and you've completed this circle, that has a really positive impact on your Google Map results. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of flavor on top of the document that you got earlier. And you're ready now to go in, make some changes and get yourself into that top 3 on Google Map results. Let us know when you do. If you have any questions, give us a shout. We'd love to hear success stories of if you're getting more people through the door by ranking highly on Google Maps.